Hey guys, Matt Taquina here from Goju Island in Korea. I just found this awesome secluded place. Check this out. It's like a fitness facility inside a bamboo forest. So this camera is on a parallel bar here on the ground. There's chin-up bars just here. There's parallel bars here. Some twisty thing over there, and a blank space here to do heaps of fitness stuff. So it's pretty cool. What I thought I'd do today is show you 3 stretches to do on the plane when you're traveling somewhere, and 3 stretches to do when you get off the plane. And this can also be the same if you're traveling long distances on a bus or a car or anywhere where you're sitting down for a long time. Maybe it's also you're an office worker and you're sitting down all day long. What tends to happen when you sit down all day long, especially if you're on a seat that's not 90 degrees. So if you're sitting on a seat like that, it's okay. This is a better seat, but what seat's designed like that? But the worst seat is a seat where this is the backrest and the seat's like that. This is the worst way to sit. So I sat on the plane for 12 hours the other day, and it just shortens your hip flexors, shortens your quads, tightens up, it doesn't even activate your glutes, and so you can get a whole lot of lower back problems if you're sitting down for a long period of time. I've got a bit of a dodgy lower back, so I tend to stretch a fair bit. So here's what I do on the plane. I do take a travel roller. You can get it from travelroller.com. The cool thing about this roller is you can stick stuff on the inside of it. So I bring my TheraBand with me, cricket ball, and I can foam roll on this. But there's a video I've already got on 5-minute foam roller exercises anyway. So, alright, so let's get into the stretches you can do on the plane. So on the plane, usually I take a cricket ball. And what I do is I put it up against the wall at the back of the galley. And then you just... So I've got a bad lower back, so I'll just sit and I'll just roll on that. And I'll just sit there, chat to people, hello, chat to people, got some friends here, and just stretch out the lower back on the ball there. So I can put it on the lower back, or you can put it on the upper back as well, so you stick it up there, and you can stretch it out and just sit on it and roll it around or whatever. So that's the first one. Buy a lacrosse ball, buy a cricket ball, you're good to go. The next one you got is a quad stretch, okay? So what you're going to do is just stretch your quads like this, just hold onto the wall, stretch your quads. Now when you stretch your quads, knees together, I actually squeeze my butt cheeks together, push my hip forward, and I pull the leg back. I don't want to be doing any of this sort of stuff. Just keep it like that, and you're in a good position. Just hold that for a few minutes, okay? Switch and do the other side. The last one to do one on the plane is you just cross your legs like this, grab onto something, you're just going to sit back and stretch out your glutes. Alright, you just stay there like that and stretch out the glutes, okay? So they're the 3 you can do when you're on the plane. Obviously, you've got all your arm movements and that sort of stuff, but for hips and hip flexors, that's the way to go. Now, when you get off the plane, you've got a bit more space, so you can do a bit more stretches. So what I want you to do when you get off the plane is just going to do the 90-90, the hip flexor stretch, so one knee down, one knee in front, and you're just going to sit forward, stretching out the hip flexors here. Now when you do this stretch, let me just move this camera. When you do this stretch, there's a few key points. First key point is the knee goes behind the toe, not too far. But what I want you to do here is squeeze your butt cheeks together, alright? Push my hips forward, and I'm going to hold it here, with my head up and back straight. Also reach above your head and really sink that direction into the stretch. To increase the stretch, I want you to push your left foot at this leg into the floor. So I'm going to push that quad, this foot into the floor, really stretches out that quad a lot more. So I get a really nice stretch. Now what you can do from here is you can move this leg in a little bit and stretch out here. Now I'm going to hit the groin area and that sort of stuff. So you can do that is when you get off the plane. The other one you can do is go down to the quad stretch, glute stretch. So you're just going to come down, this leg in front, sitting forward, and stretch out the glutes this way in the 90-90 stretch. So they're just a few stretches you can do when you're on the plane and when you get off the plane. You really need to be loosening up your hips and your glutes, okay? You need to be stretching your glutes, stretching your hip flexors, stretching your quads, stretching your lower back as well. And the last one is going to sit here and just move side to side like this, stretching out the lower back. So they're the ones that I like to do when I'm on the plane and just after the plane. For more, just check out Eric Wong's Hip Flexibility Solution. If you have tight hips in general, mate, grab this guy's product. It's awesome. The link is below this video. So have a great week, and we'll catch you later on.